He knew what was about to happen. Wait a moment. Wait a moment.
I see it now. I see it now.
Let it do it to you, Brad. What? 8 straight.
To show to you that I'm more good than I am bad.
Stop it. They have a family. Don't do it to them.
And I'll be somewhere that you need me. And I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show.
A 1v5. And he's sniped by Illusion. Remedi's gonna get gunned again. That was a great nade by Mail. Should never have gotten that 3-piece.
Yeah, somewhere deep inside of you, I know you want me to. You're just afraid to say.
Welcome back to another K7 matchup here between Rated Gaming and Indiana Syndicate. Followed in the broadcast booth here with me is the streamer, the producer, the podcaster, whatever you want to call him, Kyle McCart. Kamaka, how are we doing tonight, brother?
Doing pretty great, Hero. I'm just coming off of casting a whole bunch of other matches, so I am in fit condition to cast this one, hoping for a good one between Raid and Syndicate. This is pretty much one of the most hyped up matches of the weekend, and we are getting into it right now. As you can see from the bracket, this is how the things went down that led up to this point. Indiana Syndicate defeating Sapphire Wolves, and Rated beating Plague Nation. And the winner of this game will fight Monolithic Esports because Swift Uprising had to forfeit due to the fact that they were not all there at this time to start. But yeah, Hero, go ahead and take us through the maps and what we expect to see from this game.
Well, we're expected to see a lot, Kamaka, to start off with, but we are going to a hardpoint series for map 1 on Ramaza, which was vetoed by the teams here, along with another Ramaza follow-up on Search and Destroy. So good map picks, in my opinion. I believe Ramaza is a better option than Piccadilly for map 2. I mean, Arkalov Peak is another big map chosen for that map 2, but Ramaza is actually a rated preferred map, I believe, because there's just so much you can do when it comes to the Search and Destroy. A lot of places to hide, a lot of corners to check. Really comes down to that B site some of the times. Most of the times is where everybody kind of goes to plant when they go and run through ruins, and also through the gun shop. And then we're going to take it to a domination on St. Petro. This is about, the good side and the bad side spawns. A lot of teams look at it from that perspective. Playing the executive match, it was definitely an example of that. If you hold the C flag on the St. Petra, I believe it is the C side, where you can stand on the roof in the back. It's just much more open space. You can cover a lot more, right? So it's definitely like that kind of map that brings that leverage, and I believe Rated is spawning, or they got good sides the second round, if I'm not mistaken. But if we need a map 4 on Azure Cave, which is usually the opening map, but we will take that to map 2 for Hardpoint on the 4th map, and followed by a Gunrunner Search and Destroy powered by Get Good Hosts is these presentation of the maps and modes. Kamaka, how are you feeling about this matchup?
I'm feeling pretty good, but I can tell from the fact that all the Sin members are using game chat for whatever reason, and I can hear every single thing that they are saying. Now, some of their players are actually very nervous, so that's one of the things that they're talking about, is how nervous some of them are.
Well,
it's pretty adorable.
Nervousness in a game like this, a semifinal single elim bracket. You're a new team coming into this. Indiana Syndicate, they got a lot of support, followed by Rated as well, a top-seeded team in this league, first seed, if I might say, and also a heavily supported group. Grizzly does a great job with boys there, with the COD team, along with their Valorant team and all the other teams that they run. But Indiana Syndicate, they got a few teams. They got white, black, and red, I believe, and a lot of their other teams are playing in our qualifiers. So they have like a very good org in general. We will see them play in the qualifiers. We might even cast and stream some of their matches. But this team right here is the team, man. They took it in the first round game where they won a 3-1, I believe. It was 3-1, yeah. And they just did really well overall. The performance, they're a second half team. So like they remind me of the Patriots when it comes to playing in Call of Duty. They're a second half team. They performed their best the second half, in my opinion. Obviously everybody else has a different perspective and a different opinion, but yeah, man, just really getting into this map. I'm really excited to cast this game with you.
Yeah. I guess a little bit of an equivalent in the world of soccer or actual football is Bayern Munich. They have a phrase in there in German that translates to "luck of Bayern." It means, and it comes from the fact that they score so many last-minute goals, and they always somehow manage, despite, even if they get clapped in the entire 90 minutes of the game, they somehow manage to pull something out of their rear ends to win it.
So, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can actually compare that with you too, because I do follow European soccer, not like the German league so much, but knowing Bayern Munich. Yeah, well, the Champions League is very popular, and like you said, Bayern is actually a very dangerous team when it comes to the forward and the strikers, and also just really in general, like you just mentioned, they're like a closing team.
Big facts. All right, so moving on to the lookout while we're waiting for these guys to start up the lobby, we are seeing Indiana Syndicate with a pretty decent hardpoint KD with about a 0.1 lead over Rated Gaming in the hardpoint KD. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're better than them at it. And also, you got to take into account that Indiana Syndicate is a newer team, so the sample size of their games is actually smaller than the games that Rated Gaming has been in. That's just a fancy way of saying they've played less games, therefore it's not as big of a picture of what we've seen from Rated Gaming. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. No, I know what you mean. It's just a scale in the margin of those games.
Sorry, was just taking a little bit of a drink there. Anyways, moving on to the S&D, it does look like Rated Gaming is going to be a little bit, even despite the fact that Indiana has a lower sample size, which, I mean, for all intents and purposes, could either go for or against them if they had some bad matches, and that'll be weighed more heavily. And again, if they have some good matches, that'll also be taken into account more heavily. So, right now, as we're seeing things, Rated Gaming looks a little bit better in the Dom and the Search and Destroy, but Indiana Syndicate looks a little bit better in the Hardpoint, which, again, in case you guys are just tuning in and you missed our going over the maps earlier, is going to be Ramaza, my personal favorite and Rated Gaming's favorite, because it is just such a balanced map in terms of subplay and AR play, in my personal opinion.
I expect to see Bajimbo on this map hanging around ruins a lot, especially with the Search. Not trying to give the team away his spot there or anything, but Bajimbo is just an excellent AR in the league, and he's just an excellent player in general. Made a lot of team of the weeks, a lot of showcases here, and it's Bajimbo is the man to watch for this matchup. I believe they're not going to be playing Nick Flyer, so he is still benched. It looks like their starting lineup is going to be Bajimbo, Bonsai, Goop, Hazardous Evil, and Kane. I'm not sure as to what the Indiana roster is going to look like, but I believe they're going to be playing Gunna, Horus, IT. Maybe I think they're going to see a little bit of Shank.
Shank and Horus are the last two.
Yeah. Is Moosey in there?
Moosey, I believe not. He is not, actually. It's Gunna, Pasty, IT, Shank, and Horus.
It is Pasty. Okay, so they did sub Pasty for Moosey. All right. Well, I mean, it's still a great lineup, man. They're a great team in general, and they got a lot going for them for this Indiana team. Just in general, they're ready for this. They're as nervous as probably Rated is. I'm not singling Rated out. I mean, I'd be nervous in a semifinals game. If it's something like this, but definitely it's going to be a good first map, I believe. It's especially for Rated, they usually come out very strong when they play any team, but with Indiana being that second half team, like I said, maybe it's going to be a little interesting for map 1.
I mean, it very well could be. We're just waiting on the final player from Rated Gaming to come on in here. I don't quite know who it is we are waiting on. It's Jimbo, Kane, Hazardous, and Goop in here, and then we're waiting on one more guy, and that's it, I think. Yeah, indeed, that's going to be it. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for hopping in with us tonight. In case you guys don't know what's going on, it's your first time watching this stream, this is the K7 League, and we are currently in, again, I'll post the bracket up in here so you guys can see where we're at. Oh, it's already on the screen. I'm dumb. But yeah, that is Indiana Syndicate versus Rated Gaming in the semifinals, and Swift Uprising has already lost by default to Monolithic, so winner of this is going to be in the finals tomorrow at, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's going to be 9:30 Eastern Standard Time with
8 p.m. actually.
8 p.m., gotcha. It's going to be 8 p.m. match, Monolithic versus the winner of this game. And honestly, I don't quite know how if it's gonna go one way or the other. I haven't seen enough of Indiana Syndicate to make a judgment call on this just yet, but I do know that Rated is one of the best teams in the league for a reason.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They blood, sweat, and tears, man. They're a team that scrim and practice a lot. You got to give it to Grizzly, Bonsai Kane, and Ginzy, which is their coach, for really putting the team pedal to the metal, man. They're pretty good, and I believe Indiana Syndicate is as comparable as well to this team. And the match is about to start here soon. But you mentioned Monolithic earlier. They won by default because the other team forfeited earlier today.
Yeah.
Not good to forfeit on the semifinals, but things happen. It is what it is. This Monolithic team is a very strong team in general as well. Like, they have all new players, and it's just like, we'll see what tomorrow holds depending on which team here advances to the finals. But Monolithic looking good for themselves. They had a very dominant, domination. They had a very dominant hard point. It's just, I believe it's just the search that they slipped on a little bit, but just really great players in general. Rookie, shout out to him if he's watching this stream. You're a god, bro. Do your thing. And we're getting into this match here, Kamaka. We're going to start with, let me see, I think Indiana is all the way by construction. Yeah, they are.
Oh god, somehow I managed to mess up the sides. Great. Good job, Kyle. Anyways, we are gonna be seeing Rated Gaming on the red instead of the blue. But anyways, Horace just managing to catch Bijimbo as he does come around the side, but they still get there first to the hill. Horace sliding right into Bonsai, who he does lose the fight to. And now Goop and the guys are going to be just nice, straight chilling as they contest the hill, making sure that they don't get too much time off this, as they do have the spawns for P2 on lockdown. Yeah, no, it's a bloodbath right now. I'm looking at the mini-map as the battle is kind of going a little bit. I think it's underneath the bridge, if not. But a lot of kills being switched back and forth here. And, sides are inverted on the stream, by the way. Rated Gaming and Indiana Syndicate. You guys got to flip the colors there. We'll fix that on map 2. But yeah, not to confuse you guys. But here is Indiana Syndicate taking a good lead to start off first. They're 24-6 now. I thought Rated was really going to come out really strong on this one, and I mean, it doesn't look like that, but Rated can come back and bounce back because now they're all in the point. It's heavily pointed towards Rated right now as they're in this point, getting some hard point time, taking people out. It's about that positioning. So if you look at the mini-map, they're positioned really well around the point, and they're trying to make this comeback right now as we go. Yeah, Goop and the guys just all up and in here doing some terrible damage to the Indiana Syndicate players. They are just leaving them piled up on the ground in front of them, nowhere near the hill now, and they're just getting right up in their business, pushing right on through their spawn, exactly where they're spawning at, just to get to the next hill, which appears to be where Indiana is trying to go as well. We're trying to beat them to the next hill, but I mean, Rated are just not even giving them a lot of time at all to set this up. Yeah, no, it's not at all, and Rated is just, bouncing back, and they just flipped it for them here, 52-30, as they're making their way to P3. I believe they got beat to the P3 position right now, as we're watching, I believe, Kane or Bijimbo we're watching? Bijimbo, right? Yes. Kane now. Okay, so we hopped over to Kane here for Rated Gaming, not Indiana. Goes down in the point as he tries to get in there, and it looks like Indiana Syndicate putting up a good fight right now as he Bonsai gets taken down from Rated Hazardous, new player on this Rated team, going 7-5. He's doing good. He just slays out Hazardous, turning around, almost gets the triple. And wow, a bloodbath, man. It's back and forth. It's a close scoreline. The margin I thought was going to be like a 25-50, but it's 55-53. It's about to tie the game right here. Indiana Syndicate takes another lead switch. So now that is Shankers putting up a lot of kills for them. This is really good playing by Horace, just to make sure that his team doesn't get knocked down in the dumps on the spawns of point 3. Sorry, I was a little bit distracted there by the fact that he was getting stuck on that door and wasn't able to run through it. Anyways, we are going to be seeing him, despite the fact that he conquered the door, was not able to conquer the Rated Gaming players. But in the meantime, his teammates have started to make their way towards the next hill, albeit after Rated Gaming was able to get some good time off of it. Kane going to be frying some guys up top with the SMG, the MP5. Hazardous Evil chilling in the back and doing the same on the other end of the hill. More or less unable to be beaten on in here, except by IT, who might be able to do a little bit of damage to the hill. He's going to find the last one on it. But as you can see, Rated Gaming is pretty much already on the other side of the map. Shanker's the only one that can possibly stop them from getting in a good enough position to stop the approaching teammates of Shanker's. Yeah, it's Shanker's team owner, not the team captain. The captain is Horace.
He's playing with this team. Like I said, he manages a really great org here, and really getting to these spawns, man. I mean, Indiana Syndicate showing spawn, flipping and potential here when it comes to this matchup. It's still a close game, 199 to 191. It's anybody's game here as they get into the point. Here is Gunna gunning him down, 9 and 11. He couldn't get that guy on the head glitch, which I think it was Bajimbo. Like I said, Bajimbo in the ruin area. This is his spot. This is Rated's map. Rated's essentially, this is their home turf, and they're defending it with all the might that they can, so that they can win this first map, so they can have that hype, that very positive feed when they go into map 2, which is still going to be Ramazan. So interesting to see enough. Rated takes the biggest point lead of the series by far, but not to worry. Here is Pasty going 5 and 14, if I'm looking at this correctly. He's a little negative, but he's putting up some points on the board for them as the lead is cut down even shorter.
Yeah, still keeping it nice and tight up in here despite the fact that they are not having the best of luck in the gunfight department. That just goes to show you that kills aren't necessarily the whole story in this mode, especially when you have some good strategy up in there. So they're really giving some hard times to Rated Gaming, who is usually one of the smartest teams in the league strategy-wise, but it looks like they might have found a little bit of a contender for that title in Indiana Syndicate.
Yeah, they definitely did, and these two teams have actually... Ooh, that was a good kill. He just turned on him, Goop. Goop to God, man. He's on a roll here. He is 11 and 9, going positive for the team. Jimbo, though, man, 22 and 8. This man is on fire right now, man. Jimbo is straight killing. No doubt that he's going to be Player of the Week. After tomorrow, get that player card, looking cool, looking all fresh with the fresh haircut. But Jimbo goes down 22 and 9 now, and it is a huge lead, a 60-point lead, if I'm not mistaken, as now Indiana Syndicate get into the point now. Oh, and Pasty gunning down. Pasty tried to turn. Pasty couldn't do it. He goes down. And Shanker's coming in the point right now, trying to clear up the backside. He tries to do it, only one more, but Bajimbo was there to take it. 25 and 9 Bajimbo is going, so he's putting up big points on the board for Rated Gaming.
IT just absolutely I don't even know what the heck is going on here. He's just going up and down and all around. The guy's just doing a little bit of a wiggle dance. But he managed to stay alive for quite a considerable amount of time. Does die eventually, though, but all that time, he was getting basically no help from his teammates. No one else was able to get anywhere close to the hill. But the good thing about that is that they are going to be all forced to spawn in the next hill, and Rated Gaming is now going to have to go in and break that. Might not be too hard, though, as, well, it's going to be a little bit harder than I thought. Hazard's Evil struck down.
Yeah, no, you mean Indiana, but Indiana taking a 76-plus point loss right here, as now Indiana in the point right now, trying to regain and recoup those points. They are about only 62 points away, 60 points away. Trying to do some quick math here. But, coming
50.
up strong, they're still holding. Like I said, IT, man, IT is really holding this point for them. He's got 34 seconds in the point. So time is actually divided equally in between this Indiana team when it comes to OBJ. I'm actually surprised that most of them are kind of dividing their time here. Here's Bajimbo going 30 and 13. This man is cracked right now. He is goated, Bajimbo, and he goes down for the count, and Shanker's already making the rotation here. This is Indiana Syndicate already trying to take spawns or rotations for themselves, as Shanker's guns somebody down. Couldn't see who that is, a little blurry, but Shanker's is now in the point. So now this margin is huge, man. This is a huge pivotal point of the game, but Shanker's is the only one in there. But no, Horace comes in now, and Horace, he takes somebody down, and oh, now it's Rated's point right now. No, it's not uncontested. It's still contested. No, going back to Horace. Oh my gosh, man.
There you go.
20-point lead. Wow, what a game so far. It has been really good so far.
Big facts. Indiana Syndicate gonna be able to take the lead over Rated Gaming on this hill, and they're even going towards next with some serious venom in their eyes, not looking to let Rated get anything resembling a chance back into this game. They could even finish it off this next hill if they really try their butts off. Speaking of working their butts off. Horus at 6 kills in a row, still has yet to die. We'll come back into that later because he's still a little bit far away from the action. But I mean, all the off-hill positions for Rated Gaming are getting kind of destroyed right now. And to that point, now we're seeing Shankers getting really close up and able to get a flank off on him.
Yeah, this is a pivotal point now for Rated. Like I said, this is probably their best point that they play coming into this. Is this P5?
Yeah.
Yeah, P5. Coming into this P5, I'm like so lost because there's so much going on, man. This match is so intense. Rated making another lead flip right now. This is their area, but wait a minute. Here comes Indiana Syndicate contesting the point. Rated is in there. Bonsai on a 5-killing spree. Bonsai and Horus, top killers in this game. I mean, along with Bajimbo. And now it looks like Rated can't win off this one yet. And it's going to be down to P1. It's going to be a bloodbath in the bridge. Bonsai taking that. This is usually where I get my points, too, for the point, by the way, when I'm playing online. Here is Bajimbo trying to make that flip over. Bajimbo on top, middle. Looking for players, looking to slay out. Bajimbo just looking around, calm. It's now all up to Rated to break this hill. Either team can win off this hill unless a contest happens for too long.
Here we go, Pasty coming around the back, absolutely frying kids and making his team a little bit of time to get back onto the hill. In the meantime, IT shooting the guy through the floorboards and taking them all down, just keeping it nice and possible for their guys to get on the hill. Pasty trying to do some magic here, is going to be able to do a little bit of a disappearing act of the opponent and a reappearing act for his teammates, and he's somehow going to teleport behind him on top of that. Oh my
gosh, Pasty! Oh my gosh, Pasty just went all around the map, 20 and 31. Pasty had a bad performance start, but here he is making those points, getting everybody out, going to P2. Everybody is making the scramble. It is one man's point here. This is the last point. They were able to contest it. It is a 3-point game, Kamaka, and this is coming down to the wire. But Jimbo gets the kill. Oh man, they're in the point. It is a tied game. Rated has to get in the point.
The sun's gonna kill him off of it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
And they get at the point,
The sun made it so they couldn't get onto the hill fast enough. That feels so bad. And they are going to be losing to Indiana Syndicate despite what your screen says to you. Holy frickin' mackerel. A whole lot of work put into Bajimbo. Kind of gone to waste, I guess you could say, as they have not won this first round.
Yeah, what a game, man. It was an 8-point game, 250 to 242. Big kills on the map all across the board. And I don't know what just happened. And just overall, just a great performance from teams. We're going to a search and destroy on Ramaza while they recollect here. Kamaka, man, how do you feel about that?
I'm feeling pretty dang impressed, my dude. I did not think from the position that Syndicate was in going into that, coming out of that point number 3, that they were going to be able to, break their opponents as hard as they did. But, I mean, I guess they showed me up a little bit. They proved me wrong, and we are going to be seeing them now trying to do a similar job in Search and Destroy. Now, back to the Lookout. This is a mode where they are, again, not too far off of Rated Gaming. And you gotta remember, they did have a little bit of a lead on them in the stat lines in the hardpoint, but it was still pretty close. It's about around the same amount of difference, but the other way for Search and Destroy. So you gotta anticipate that this is still gonna be a close one. Dom, however, is the one where they are pretty dang separated in terms of numbers, but still, I'm assuming that Indiana Syndicate's got a little bit more to show us than what they have already.
They do, and it's like, honestly, I don't know, man. After that game, like I said, that was really intense first match. Like, it came down to that last part. Pasty really, came up on that. And really, he came through, essentially. And like I said, they're a second-half team not to be reckoned with. And honestly, man, that was intense. I don't even know what to expect out of this search. But looking at the performance from last time Indiana played, they did really well. They led really well in search, and then I don't know, either it was a choke or I don't know what happened, but honestly, two good teams coming into the search game, it's very unpredictable at this point.
Yeah, honestly, that kind of throws into question like just how good Indiana Syndicate is. Again, a new team. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is, I think, either their first or their second, tournament, in-league tournament event that they have played in. So again, the amount of knowledge that we have on these guys is still incredibly minimal compared to the immense amount of information that we have on Rated. So we are at a little bit of an intel disadvantage, but we're starting to learn very quickly just how good this new team is.
Yeah, we are, and that's what I like, man. I like a surprise. I like it when a team comes out and plays. Like, it was just an intense match overall. Just great performance from both sides. They came up short by 8 points, but obviously, other than that, in general, this is good COD. This is good COD.
100% the case. I've been seeing good matches all day. I think this is just a good day for COD in general, my friend.
It definitely is. After the patch release, after the new Warzone, players playing, players excited about the new one coming out. In general, it's just good.
Yeah, but the one bad thing about the update is that it made Codcaster even more of a pain in the butt to use than it was the last time. But the good thing about the update is that it did add a little bit of a unintentional workaround to where I can now switch players faster than I have ever done before, which is a good thing.
I didn't realize that. I mean, it's probably... Well, I was switching players yesterday. It's probably why I was...
It was freaking horrible. It was it was horrible in the last patch before this one, but this one, it was still pretty bad until I found the workaround that I did. Anyways, we are going to be coming right back into Ramazas like we never left because we didn't, and we are going to be getting going here on some Search and Destroy instead.
All right. Search and Destroy for Map 2. This is anybody's game right now. So good right now. If you're not in the stream, you are missing out, man. You are missing out.
Big facts. Go tell all your friends.
Yeah, tell all your friends, get in here. Shifty, you better be watching, man. I know you were supposed to cast tonight. Shifty's mother and father, you better be in here giving us support.
Ooh, sniping rounds coming out already from, I think it was one of the Indiana Syndicate players, but it looks like they're going in hard for A. Kane going to be trying to go around and do a little bit of something over in the middle of the map while, he does actually die as a result of that attempt, but Hazardous Evil, pretty much the only guy on A. I'm watching him right now so that we can see things from his perspective, but coming at this very, very slowly, actually, is Indiana Syndicate. So slowly to where Rated Gaming is now completely rotated over towards them, so despite the fact that they're a man down, they're still not in a bad position.
Yeah, not in a bad position at all. Comes to Search, you got to play this nice and easy. Here comes Bonsai on Rated Gaming looking for the front stairs. Somebody walking up, and Bonsai just guns him down with the MP5. And now he knows that somebody... Oh, wait, is that somebody? Oh, no, that's Rated player. Okay. I'm like, wait, he's on the corner right there, but we're watching Rated. So now we're going to IT. He's going to also come through the front door as well. Nope, trying to hop in. Nope, he's sliding in. He's doing his thing.
No.
Nope. Oh,
indecisive
down
in the extreme.
Down.
These guys are indecisive in the extreme, and that is really, really hurting them to where they have basically gotten absolutely nowhere in this entire round, and now time's about to even run out before Gunner dies.
Oh man, Gunner just gunned him down.
He did, but still, very, very indecisive start from Indiana Syndicate. Could have been executed a lot better. They literally had Rated Gaming at their mercy for a second there. Only Hazardous Evil was there for just an incredible amount of time, which they did not even in the slightest take advantage of. Rated Gaming, the enemies, they just did not rotate. Well, sorry. They didn't go to the hill they went to the hill so slowly that Rated Gaming were able to just get all the way back over there and even wait for them even further. That's how slow Indiana Syndicate took to get to that hill. I mean,
yeah. Yeah, very slow in general. Bonsai getting that kill there, along with a trade for I can't see who traded him, or traded with him, but it's a 3v3 now. So Bonsai spots him on the top of the gun shop, going down the stairs now. Bonsai doesn't know this. He's still focusing. He could have looked through the door there because he was right through the door. Now he's going back up the window. He's got a sniper. Shankers wasn't the best weapon of option there, but goes down for the count, and it's all up to Gunna again. He's got 38 seconds. Raid is gonna plant the bomb, which they did on B. And Gunna just kind of making his way very slowly over to the bomb site. Raid just
what a spot.
positioned really well, and that was a good gun down there by Rated Gaming, taking a 2-0 round.
Yeah, my dude, they're looking pretty freaking solid right there. Don't forget to inverse sides. Oh, got it, I already did that. Anyways, we are gonna be still going with this Rated Gaming lead. They have not lost a single round in the Search and Destroy yet, but that doesn't mean that Syndicate can't address their mistakes, of which it's pretty easy to fix. They just need to make sure that they're not so tentative and indecisive with their pushes. It looks like they're going to be a lot more aggressive with how they decide to do this. But it looks like they've got another guy up in here that is Bonsai, just chilling like a villain on the inside of the bottom mid building. Got one coming around the corner. Almost fries him, but the missed shots. Oh, that feels so bad. And now Indiana Syndicate starting to get all up and around these guys. Kane trying to come up from up top. He's got a guy on his left. Doesn't see him. Interesting. But they've got control over Grandma's house more or less, and they're going to be able to plant it now. There's only Kane and Hazardous Evil left alive.
Yep, only them alive. Composure is still key here. Hazardous trying to gun down. Hazardous couldn't gun down the two coming into the gun shop there. And here goes Kane. He's going to go back, try to retrace some steps as where he came through. Kane taking a look. He's going to throw a smoke or a flash, whatever he just threw, a smoke, just to kind of confuse them. He's going to go back in there. Somebody's on top. Truck. Kane didn't see him. Indiana Syndicate gets this round. Round 3 moving to round 4.
Yeah, I mean, still, like I said, still possible for Indiana Syndicate, and it looks like they are going to be learning their lessons from the previous rounds and being a lot more decisive and aggressive with their pushes. Just not looking to let that be their downfall. Because, I mean, in the gunfights so far, they've been looking pretty dang even, I would have to say, in Search and Destroy. Obviously, that wasn't the case in the hardpoint, despite the fact that they won. But, I mean, that's mostly because they were just playing the point a lot harder than their opponents were. So that has something to do with it. But right now, looking pretty even in the gunfights.
Yeah, they are. It's very good trades, back and forth. You know, you have 5-1 Bajimbo, 4-1 Horus, Shankers 1-2, along with a compared Kane 0-2, and now it's just back and forth trades, right? You know, IT just gets I thought it was IT that got a kill, but it was Shankers, I believe. And there goes 3 players down from the Indiana Syndicate as Bonsai and Hazardous Evil makes a good trade there. Here's Hazardous kind of looking through the ruins. This is actually Bajimbo's spot right here. This is what I was talking about earlier. Coming into the match. 39 seconds left. They have to plant Bajimbo. Ooh, Bajimbo.
Good save. Bro,
Wow.
That was good play from Bajimbo. B-Jimbo, whatever you like to call him. He first saved his original teammate. Couldn't save the second one, but got the trade out to win the game. But B-Jimbo, or just Jimbo, however you want to call him, or BJ Imbo, however you want to call him, doing a pretty good job for his team and giving them a good continuation of their lead in that round. It looks like he's pulling out the sniper rifle. Nah, he was just joking with us.
He's getting that gas, so he's like, I'm gonna go fool around with the casters, man. I'm gonna make them think I'm sniping, but I'm not.
Well, I mean, he wouldn't be the first one that's done it on this map, this game alone. It didn't really work out for the Indiana guys. Yeah, and I think they have indeed put it away, so we're not going to be seeing any more of that. Likely, as Kane comes around the back, just absolutely unmarked, takes him down. And the bomb is now on the inside. It's down, and they're all going to have to rush on in there. Kane going to get another one for free. You got to wonder if IT has ears on the side of his head or not after that one.
Man, I hope he was not listening to music or having some background noise, because if he didn't, he probably could have heard that very clearly. Bright as daylight, that door opened. And now Kane, just the patrol guy in this middle section. Oh, as Kane goes down for the count. Couldn't get that gunfight there. They were too well positioned. And there goes Pasty taking down another rated gamer. Pasty going up the stairs, top mid right now. Trying to get some control here. Here's Bajimbo. Bajimbo looking in the corners. Here's Hazardous looking his corners in the ruins. You could, man, it's not good timing. That's the timing you want, but that's the timing they asked. It's 4-1 as Rated Gaming on top still. Good round for them. Wow. Who was that? That was Bajimbo. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Honestly, we might have to work on our screen sharing if it's being very pixelated. We can talk about that after though. But anyways, it looks like from what I can see right here that Rated Gaming are probably going to be tying up this series. They're kind of leaving Indiana Syndicate hanging right now, and it's not really a good look for them. They're having at least in the search and destroy department. It was pretty close in the hard point, but right now it's just not even close to what we saw in terms of being a interesting. Oh, okay. Speaking of interesting,
Ooh.
Gunner just instantly eradicates two of those guys, but getting instantly traded out. Yeah, switched up. Yeah,
or traded. Yeah, not switched, but. And Bonsai making this play here as somebody from the Syndicate were watching the door. As oh! No way, that did not happen. And there goes Goop. To God gets one down. He's gonna watch.
There you go, Goop! Oh, so close.
Man, that could have been for Goop a 3-piece there. A nice reel or VOD for him, but that was good plays by him and the Indiana Syndicate, as now it is 2-4. We're almost getting to we're going to round 7 here, which Tug and Shifty love to cast about.
Oh, you know why they love to cast it? Because I'm actually the one that told them about that thing, and it was told to me by Cheeto. Yeah, it was okay, so when I was casting a little while ago, Cheeto Wunga, who's a very famous AM, and if you don't know him, he's one of the top AMs in the Call of Duty North America scene, told me that pretty much he has psychic abilities, and he who wins round number 7 of a Search and Destroy wins that game of Search and Destroy. I've yet to see that go wrong yet in any of my casts since that, which was like in February, which is crazy to think about, but basically, it's going to be a must-win now for Indiana Syndicate, because if you think about it, it puts Rated Gaming on one off of victory, no more mistakes possible, but Indiana Syndicate, it'll be putting them pretty much right up against Rated Gaming. So, factual as well as mythical.
Alright, so whoever wins this wins it all, is what you're saying.
It would be a lot better for Rated to win this one.
Well, yeah, it would be. It would be a faster-paced game because it would get us to our domination. But if the Syndicate win this, then maybe his psychological or whatever you said, his psychic path predictions will be correct. Oh hail! Is it Cheeto?
Cheeto Wunga, yeah, Cheeto.
Yeah, I know he does like a lot of stuff with some other leagues. But yeah, other than that though, looking at Gunna, gets gunned down, couldn't gun it, and wow, what trades was that with Kane gunning down
yes,
IT as
Shakers, well. Looking good, but running out of time again. They're running away. They're running away from this one.
Yeah, no, that's a smart move. That's what you have to do. Goes down, Rated Gaming 5-2. Ken Rated. They're at match point, so Ken Rated get this next win here. I think they are defending because they were just planting, right?
Yeah, they are going to be on the defensive this time around, Indiana Syndicate. But oh my goodness, this is going to be a tough ask for them. They've got to win 4 rounds before Rated Gaming even win 1 more. So they could definitely win a few rounds, but the likelihood of them winning 4 in a row up against Rated, who have just shown their prowess in Search and Destroy, especially Jimbo, who is almost at a 4 quadruple positive KD right now.
Yeah, pretty much, man. But Jimbo, this is his spot. What I'm talking about, the spot. Can't say inappropriate things on stream, but Jimbo putting up. You know what I was gonna say.
Right? Yeah, I do.
He could have just wall banged him right there, but I've seen so many teams do that. But anyway, Kane looking through. Oh, Shankers gets turned on by Bajimbo, and here it is. It's all ready to get 3 players down, so maybe his prediction was right.
Oh, good lord.
And that is Rated Gaming 6-2 on top for that game there. Man, it is now a 1-1 series.
Yep, still hasn't been wrong, the round 7 prediction thing yet. It hasn't been wrong yet since I've been streaming, at least. But anywho, guys, that is going to be Rated Gaming tying up the series 1-1, so we're not going to be seeing a 3-0 today, which is pretty much what we were expecting already. But now it is definite. It is set in stone, and we are going to be moving on to some hardpoint, which, remind me again, is going to be St. Petrograd, as you can all see on your screen right now.
Petro.
It's everybody's... Honestly, it's my favorite domination map, but it's usually everybody else's least favorite domination map, just because it is so dang risky. You have to play so incredibly careful on this map, because if you're fighting a well-seasoned team, which at this point a lot of people are well-seasoned and they've been playing this for a long time, it's very easy. It's literally the only map that you can easily triple cap and spawn trap somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. It's that, and also it's about that C flag. It's what we talked about at the beginning, right? Whoever holds that C dominance, you know, in many cases, are usually going to come out winning in the game. And it's also about that middle B presence as well. So, I mean, it kind of sucks because if you got bad spawns, that just gives you the bad leverage to start off with. If you're starting in the bad spawns, which is on the A side, and you know, it's going to be interesting. I mean, if we look at the lookout, I believe the team that had the better domination, you know, KD overall was Rated, and obviously can't compare too much because 0.76 only after one game. Not much you can really put on the scoreboard for that.
Yeah, but regardless, it looks like we're going to be getting right on in here to St. Petrograd. Beautiful, beautiful St. Petrograd. Honestly, I wouldn't mind taking a vacation here, assuming that it was all nice and safe and not the center of a war zone. But anyways, well, it's technically not a center of war zone, but it's still a war-infested area, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, no, I catch it indeed, my friend. Map 4, right? No, it's not map 4.
This
what am I
is
saying?
map number 3.
This is map number 3, Domination St. Petrograd. As we are going to watch this break here, as here goes with Horus, as we get it top side view. 2 guys staying back there to get that A flag. Rated making that cat for the C, so they spawn on the preferred side. This is what I was saying. Beginning of the game, Rated is going to get the better sides on round 2. So, you know, it's either you take a good point lead here, but if you're losing first round, and Horus just coming in doing good. If you take a bad first round loss, don't worry, you got wait, no, they got bad spawns. Never mind. So I was incorrect.
It's all good, dude. We know what you mean. Anyways, we're gonna be seeing Hazardous Evil dying off screen, but now Bajimbo gonna be pretty much more or less the only guy left that can possibly stop this attack, so that his teammates can get back up in here. He's gonna be frying one off the point, but not quite enough to stop the hill from going into the enemy team's hands just yet. But now Kane's starting to get up in here and do some of the dirty work up close and personal. And do them dirty he does. Absolutely smacking that one guy. But it looks like going for alternative methods of winning this game is Gunna and the rest of Indiana Syndicate, as they're trying to flip their opponents, and they have done so, out of the seaside spawns.
Yeah, and looks like
Oh!
where we are. Wait,
No
what's
way!
happening? What's happening?
IT just fried those 2 guys.
Oh my gosh, they got C. Okay, no, C is under. Is it C? Yeah, C is completely under now, I believe. Control of Indiana Syndicate. So now they got the preferred spawns. Rated spawning on the bad side. So Rated's gonna want to essentially get C back because they're gonna have crappy spawns for the second one. As Goop making good trades there from Goop with the MP5 reloading, looking his corners. B still under good control. A and B still under control for dominance here on the domination. 31-22. Not that bad of a margin here. It's time for Indiana Syndicate to get B or neutralize B or neutral A so they can go and get A back and focus on B. It's anybody's game here still as wow, trades are back and forth. Kane gets a double. Getting traded back. Here's Horus. Here's Shankers goes down for the count. Bonsai making some trades along with Hazardous
Everyone's
Evil.
dying so fast, I can't even.
I know,
switch to
dude. Yeah, no, I'm looking at what you're trying to do here. I'm like, yo, I'm sorry, bro. It's just a
that. Dude, this is ridiculous. This is the worst caster's curse.
Everybody you're going on is legitimately just dying. Stop putting the curse on them, bro.
I can't help it, dude. It's like, this is just such an intense game, and everybody's just dying time after time again. The only one who has so far evaded the curse appears to be B-Jimbo, or BJ Embo, however you want to call him. He is at 10-2, only died 2 freaking times, dude. And they're going to be flipping out Indiana to where they are now stuck on the A-side spawn, but IT might be able to do a little bit of something here as he takes down one, almost turns for Hazardous Evil, but no such luck. Going to be going down as Bajimbo still on his street, frying kids like a bunch of Kentucky Fried Chicken breasts there. I'm going to be taking them all down, holy mackerel.
Oh my god. Horus tries to make those trades in the mid-trade. Couldn't get it as Pasty is making his way in there, but couldn't also get it either. Oh my god, bro. It is a bloodbath back and forth. They're really trying to get that mid control on B and just can't, dude. It's just back and forth. You neutral cap. Bloodbath? Absolutely. And here's Shankers
There you go.
Oh, dude. If he didn't have to reload, he would have definitely got that third kill. And Bajimbo gunning down Pasty. IT, we're watching him now, gets him on top Hazard as he's kind of looking across. Now B is under the control of Indiana Syndicate. Finally got it. Now they lost C though, so they want to get C or they want to get A.
What a loss.
Bonsai couldn't get the trade on Shankers as he gets him down, gets A. So now it is 35 seconds left in the game until round 1 is done. We're going to move on to round 2 in about 30 seconds here, man. Wow.
Yeah, this is... It could be a lot worse for Indiana Syndicate right now, I'm gonna be honest. But still not the best of outcomes for them is what's gonna be their point margin going into the next round. I mean, they are gonna get these final 2 ticks more than likely going into their hands. But I mean, everything's good when you're about 20-ish points down. But
yeah,
still, actually no, I did some bad math. They're about 14 points down, and now they're gonna be on the good side, so still totally tenable for them.
Totally, yeah. No, absolutely. It's anybody's game here still. Like you said, 10-plus point lead. You know, that can be corrected very easily at the beginning of the map. But honestly, it's going to come down to this because Rated is up, what, 2-1? No, 1-1. This is map 3.
It's 1-1 right now, yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing.
It's alright. Caster math is always notoriously bad. Anyways, bro, we've got IT coming on up here looking to do a little bit of stuffing of them in their spawns, but he's gonna get stuffed worse than a Thanksgiving turkey. And now Bonsai trying to get control over B alongside Kane, looking in the right place, but still gets beaten down nonetheless. Hazardous Evil trying to come around the side here, just trying to keep control over this area that he's got for himself. But Indiana Syndicate starting to make a little bit of a breakout here. As, yeah, now he's going to be starting to get a little bit of an inroad towards... Oh my god, he just literally fried Kane there. Gonna have to recover from that one right there. Not
that was a good one. Not at all. That was a good turn on him as we are... Oh, body shots. What?
Looks like it.
Pasty, man. A little frustrated here. I don't know if that was Pasty, but that was probably somebody else. But as Rated Gaming really turning the tides on this one, as A is going to go under control. IT making his way over to C. C is getting now heavily supported. Gets C back in their tides. And Rated Gaming has to get A, which they are. And B is still in Rated Gaming's hands right now, as it's 106 to 82. So now it is a big deficit for Indiana Syndicate. Rated, obviously the expected dominance for domination here. And Hazardous cuts 2 people down. Bajimbo, Bonsai Bajimbo again, taking IT and Shankers out. So,
oh no, this is not what Indiana Syndicate needed, bro. Look at this. They're going to be in a full cap situation until Pasty and his guys do somehow manage to break out. They're going to be meeting them in the middle, uncapping B, starting to make a little bit of a good breakout routine. Could potentially flip this right back on Rated Gaming, as they're now getting the spawns in apartment spawns, and he's going to catch 2, not even looking the right way, but he does miss a few too many shots, allowing Hazardous Evil enough time to capture the flag.
Yeah, Hazardous had a really good trade there with 2 guys, man. Alright, so here's Pacey trying to make it again, get somebody up on top market. Doesn't see the guy by Lion. And here's IT climbing up the top market side.
Yeah, he's
walking around.
They've got to find another flag besides B right now, dude. This is not what they want. And Kane in a good spot to just fry everybody coming at C right now, and that is pretty much the entire enemy team. But Pasty is gonna get away from the rest of his teammates and avoid getting collateraled with the rest of them. And now they are gonna be trading B for C, which is a little bit more of a tenable position, if you will. But I mean, when you're going up against Rated like this in the format they're in right now, it's not looking pretty, and that score line is just getting even more, unsustainable.
They're eating it right now, and it's gonna be quite impossible to come back in about 15 seconds, I believe. Or no, 10 seconds. It should be impossible for them to come back, as they just get triple capped right now. But C is gonna go under neutrality, going over to the Indiana Syndicate side, as Bonsai is just watching by this ambulance. Oh, doesn't see him in time here. Here comes Kane around the back. Oh man, why is there nobody in the back by the roof? You gotta have somebody back there.
No clue.
As this is now physically impossible for them to come back, even on a triple cap. Pretty much going to be game here, I believe. Yeah, it is pretty much. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it is pretty much going to be
game. There are no gunfights going on right now.
No, yeah, because it's pretty much game right here.
Yeah. Literally no chance left in the world for Indiana Syndicate. Feels bad, but I shouldn't say no chance in the world, because they do still have a chance on the next hardpoint. Again, they did win the last hardpoint, but they've still got to improve their winning abilities in Search and Destroy if they want to win this series as a whole. Basically, gotta win this next hardpoint as a rite of passage to attempt to beat Rated Gaming in a Search and Destroy and right the wrongs of the past. But this is pretty much donezo. Literally exactly donezo. This is a 61-point deficit with half that many seconds left.
Yeah, pretty much over here. It's about recollecting, still keeping that composure for the Indiana Syndicate side, in order for them to just really, tie this next game, force them at 5. They're going to try to make it to the finals here. Rated Gaming, just a tough team in general just to play when it comes to this K7 exhibition match, and that is Rated Gaming getting the win, 182 to 116. Good performance from them. Rated Gaming takes a 2-1 series win on top. As your
K 2-1 round win.
2-1, yeah. Did I say 2-1 or no?
No, you said 2-1 series win.
Oh, whoops, my bad.
It's okay. It's okay. Anyways, we are gonna be. It's gonna be now 2-1. As we go into the next map, which, in case you guys do not remember like me, is going to be Azir Cave. There it is. This is going to be a very, in my opinion, difficult map for the... Let me see. Actually, let me take a look at the ARs again. Well, actually, I don't even need to look at the ARs for Syndicate to know that they're going to have a hard time on this map. The Jimbo, the guy just absolutely fries with that thing. The AR... he in this last round went like 32-9 or something crazy like that. So they're gonna definitely have not a fun time going up against him. They're gonna have to find some hard counters to him with some ARs of their own, or just completely play around it with some sort of smoke strategy, forcing their enemies to come to them instead, more or less.
Yeah, more or less of the doubt. As your cave is like kind of like that. I don't know. Does everybody say it's usually off balance map? It's not really a map of their favor, or is it probably? You have people going half and half, I believe, when it comes to As Your Cave. But that's going to come down here to the wire. As if Rated gets this win, they win it 3-1 on the series win, which Carrie, just wanted to let you know you predicted that wrong already, you twat.
Yikes.
So, I had to. I just had to. But if not, it'll be a good gun runner search.
Yeah, 100% the case. Now we are going to be getting in here with some Azir Cave as soon as these guys are nice and ready.
Yeah, man. Taking some water here to hydrate.
Yeah, I'm just making sure the stream knows that we're still ready to go. Because we ain't taking no breaks if the players are ready. That's how Kamika rolls, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn.
Kamika don't need no breaks. I don't need no breaks. I go hard all day, every day in the paint. Anyways, I'm just going to take a little bit of a drink of water here, as it looks like all these guys are nice and ready. But yeah, talk to us a little bit more about what you expect to see on Azir Cave, especially considering that Rated Gaming have those infamously good Allegiant spawns.
I expect to see Rated Gaming come out guns blazing here, to be honest, and I also expect to see an overall good performance and comeback from the boys in the Indiana Syndicate side, as there's a lot of great spawn capabilities here, like you said, and along with some good spots and head glitches to hold by the table here in P through P4, and also with depending where you are, if you're in the back by P5 where the cliff is, if you take that broken house, just kind of watch the I forgot what it's called, that U shape area where the cave is coming into P5. Yeah, you. Yeah. But other than that, I think they're going to come out. It's going to come down to the wire, I believe, in this game. I mean, Azure Cave is a good map, I think, by both these teams. If I didn't see their scrimmed chats correctly, I might be wrong, but here is Horace getting the first blood with a Kobe! And here he goes by... What is this house called?
Here he goes indeed! Oh my god!
Jesus Christ, he just takes out the whole team?
More or less. He took down 3 guys that were giving them problems. Which does allow Indiana to get some good time on the hill, more or less, and does kind of force Rated to come a little bit harder towards the hill and leave themselves a little bit more open at the back. Could be exploited by IT here, but so far hasn't. Starting to get around the back now, but they're starting to go for the cutoff now that the door is slamming shut on how much time you can get on this hill. So yeah, starting to go into full defensive mode here is Rated, just content to cut their losses before losing potentially anything more than they already have.
Yeah, and it's 39-0 here. Rated is pretty much ignoring this point, going over to P2, which is going to spawn over to the new point, which is now going to be in the East Cave, where now Goop is in the point, getting those points for Rated. And it's a battle on the cliff side now, because they're trying to get those spawns so they can get them out of the game. And here we go, but Jimbo goes down as we looked at him. Horace, 5-3 right now.
Yeah, he's starting to make some good progress up in here. I thought he was going to take him down, but takes a few bullets instead, as they are going to flip the spawns, but not necessarily when you want to do that, because now they're going to be having a potential of getting stuck up in these spawns, because not only do they have those spawns, but they don't really have any way of getting out of it. As you can see here, they're pretty much all dying. Yeah. Kind of screwed themselves over right there, as especially now the hill is going to flip towards those spawns. Are actually incredibly far away, so a little bit of a rough move there by Indiana Syndicate, but not something that can be undone. Can't be undone.
Yeah, No, cannot be. Kane was playing pretty good by that cobble wall there on the backside. And Shankers, we're now looking at him as he goes down by Goop, just straight gunning down. It's a 10-point lead, now they'll go at 11. Rated Gaming turning this around, had not a good start, but here they are back up again by the soccer field, as P3 has spawned in, and Horus coming into a bloodbath as everybody shot. Trophy systems are up, not turrets. Trophy systems are up. Horus sees him on top, broken, goes down when he was by the cliff wall side. And here goes Horus again. Taking that perspective on him, but we're going over to Goop as there are two by the head glitch. Goop goes down as now Indiana Syndicate take control of these points. And Rated Gaming already making push for the next spawns, doesn't realize nobody's really here as somebody's coming down Doggy right now. Raid's got a look on Doggy. I think Hazardous got the memo. No, probably didn't get it yet. Hazardous still in the point on top flat. Hazardous goes down from somebody in Doggy. And here is Goop goes down as well. And now Indiana Syndicate get on this point. Getting some points here. Critical for them right now because they're trying to bring the margin only more and more slimmer as Shankers couldn't get him to the right side. Kane coming down, coming behind. Kane gets a good trade there. Kane trying to make another one, and he does, as he also got traded from Horus at the same time. Rated Gaming taking the rest of these points as now you saw Kane running over to P5, but Jimbo, Goop, and Bonsai go down, so now they're going to make their switch over as Gunna, man, it is back and forth here. This is what you like to see. Gunna makes a good play there. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, dude. Can't let that happen to you. IT gonna get a little bit taken down, but Gunna does meet a little bit of a similar fate there. Horus and the guys are gonna be at a little bit of a distance here. But speaking of being at a little bit of a distance, only a little bit apart is the scoreline of these guys right now. Goop going to be eating up all that hell time while everybody else is pretty much trying to watch the possible entries of Indiana Syndicate. And again, they are coming at this very, very slowly to where Bonsai does take down one, but they're still coming up through the cave a little bit, taking down Hazardous Evil as they enter. But exiting now is IT, trying to make his way on through. Almost two, but not quite enough.
Yeah, not quite enough at all. Here comes Horus in the point, trying to make switches. Couldn't. He had to reload. He only had 4 bullets left in his MP5. That must be frustrating, man. As we are now looking at Kane. Kane goes down, trying to switch over to Goop here. And Kane now respawns back. They got good spawns. Now it's going to go back to P1. And it looks like Indiana Syndicate already ready in that P1. A flash goes out by Goop. Goop's laying down by the barrier. I don't think he's going to see Horus as the trophy system goes down. Oh, he guns Horus down! Oh my gosh! Wow. Goop doing his thing, bro.
Big facts. Getting up on the hill and completely killing everybody and their mothers. Not killing the entire family, I guess. Just.
Yeah, they have a family.
Killing the whole village, dude. Killing the whole village.
This guy is...
It's like medieval times.
This guy was rude, bro. Absolutely rude. As it's a 40-plus lead here, shrinking down. As I don't know why he was trying to climb the window, but Kane watching that clip side.
Nice from Kane. Hazardous Evil trying to stop them from coming into this P2 area here because it's still pretty dang close. And gonna be coming out of this only about, like, a little bit more than 10 points behind is Indiana Syndicate. So a break here could be absolutely disastrous for Rated Gaming if it does go down. But they have been making some good countermeasures to a potential break. Pasty gonna be taking down their sightline through, through truck. But everybody else just pile driving their way through the way that they can see them and making life still difficult for Indiana Syndicate.
Yeah, making life difficult as well, but Syndicate is a good team. When they come to, when they come play this hard point, they come to play on really good breaks. From what I've seen, they've broken the points many times, around 20 seconds, or even around 15 seconds. I mean, at least it gives you time to collect and recollect some scrap, as now you kind of see them trying to shift over to P. Well, they already shifted over to P3. I don't know why I was gonna say P5, but Rated is collecting the the last scrap points here in East Cave as Goop trying to make his way through. Doesn't see anybody yet. Somebody laying down by the cannon. He didn't see him. Oh man, that's something you gotta look at when you make your way over to the soccer field. Here's Horus. Horus gunning down, straight gunning with the MP5. Goes down by Rated Gaming there. And now Indiana Syndicate in the point, 200 to 145. Not too bad as they're taking a 60 plus. They're now going 50 plus margin below Rated as somebody is kind of like on the corner there contesting as Rated goes in. They cannot win off this point here, but Indiana Syndicate want to get in there, which they did. Here's Gunna on the head glitch. See somebody at top roping. He's gonna try to frag him out there. Throws a syntax.
Oh man, that's so not nice.
Yeah, that was bad. Beat him down. Goop just murdered him with the weapon melee. And here's Gunna. Goop.
Yep, Kane gonna be trying to come up here as well. But pretty much everybody just beating down everybody except for Kane, who's gonna be getting on that coveted. What's it called? The table head glitch, the workbench heady. Yeah, sorry about that. My brain is fried. Anyways, we are gonna. But speaking of getting fried, so are the rest of Indiana Syndicate. They're pretty much all dead off the hill, and Kane now gonna go and collect his time. Well, his first few seconds, literally collecting his time. But anyways, he's killing 5 guys in a row, just making life an absolute misery to experience for Indiana Syndicate. They do take him off though. But Rated Gaming can still win off this hill, and they do have the rotation for next. So up against the wall right now is Indiana Syndicate for sure.
Yeah, they have to have half the team on the new point, or not the half, but they have to have either more guys at the new point and 2 guys in the back. I don't think they'll be able to win this. They will not win this. No, they can't. I don't think they can win.
That's literally it, dude. They had to have gotten a little bit closer than that. It's literally all on Horus, and he finds a similar fate. Beat Jimbo, literally frying 3 guys in a row. Gonna be sealing the deal for Rated Gaming. They are gonna be fighting in the finals tomorrow up against... Oops, sorry about that. My bad. Forgot to change that. But yeah, the bracket is going to be Monolithic Esports. That's going to be who they fight tomorrow. So come back in tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for that. It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a good one indeed, man. Monolithic Gaming ready to take on this Rated team. They're going to be scrimming. They're going to be practicing. Rated Gaming already mentally prepared. They are a finals team. It is a tough team to beat when it comes to facing Rated Gaming. Again, excellent group of guys in this Rated side. Excellent group of guys in this Indiana side. You know, they battled really well. They helped Rated to a pretty good standard. They, you know, got a lot to look at when they look at VODs, and they have a lot of support behind them. And I honestly think Shank runs a really great org here, especially to have 3 to 4 rosters. There's just still a lot to go over. You know, it's always an improvement game. So, I mean, to me, it is a loss, but I wouldn't take it too much as a loss. It's their first appearance coming into this league, first week for them. We're only going to see them in week 3 again. But, you know, they got a map off them, so that's it. That's a point. And, you know, they just got to recollect and come back strong. You know, it's been a great match. It's been a great match indeed.
100% the case. I would definitely like to see these guys go up against each other in the future again, because who knows how it could go down, especially if Indiana Syndicate can go back in the stream and glean some information from the VODs as to how they approach the game and make countermeasures to that. Different strat for a different opponent. But regardless, we are going to be seeing them potentially do that next time. But tomorrow, we will be seeing Rated Gaming and Monolithic fighting it out for another chance to become the champions of the weekend. Rated Gaming has a few titles under their belt. Monolithic, I think this would be their first. But potential for either a brand new winner or just another ring on the fingers of Rated Gaming, potentially. Regardless, dudes, we'll see you guys tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Be there or be square. But yeah, anything you want to say in closing here, Heroism?
No, man, I just want to appreciate you coming out, casting with me. I want to appreciate and support everybody that was watching. It was great games, you know, great, you know, cast, great, you know, teamwork, great teams, great staff coming out for the hosting, for the reffing, everything. The finals are tomorrow, which will be casted by your man Shifty and Trevor, new caster on the scene. They will be casting the finals tomorrow. Don't come and miss it. 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It is Rated Gaming taking on Monolithic. Where can we find you on Twitter before we head out of here in this booth, Kamaka?
Oh, hell yeah, dude. If you guys want to see me on Twitter casting and doing some other stuff, as well as the K7 stuff, I do some freelance things from time to time, and sometimes I might even start broadcasting my own gameplay of Rogue Company, which is a game I'm actually good at. You guys can check me out at Comica_18 on Twitter, and if you want to see me casting stuff on my channel, which is rare, it's Comica_ without the 18 on the end.
Absolutely, man. And to me, it's heroism with 2 eyes and a 7. If anybody wants to follow me, I promise I'm friendly. But other than that, it's been a great cast. It's been a great night. We are out of here. It is late at night. It was awesome. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Thank you, Kamaka, for coming down.
Anytime. But yeah, guys, in conclusion, we will see you all tomorrow. Be there or face 1,000